and the customer experience, which is why we've really honed in and simplified every process that we have. The second thing is we wanted to increase the number of brand new people and existing IBOs that were going to make money every single month. And as you can tell from Mike's presentation, that we have in fact accomplished that. There's going to be many, many more people that are going to be making money every single month in a compensation plan. And now the third goal was to dramatically increase the residual incomes of all of our leaders. And that's why we put such a high percentage on levels 5 and level 6 and came out with RVP Gold. Are you guys excited about RVP Gold? Where you can become an RVP and on the way to becoming a platinum RVP, on the way to becoming a senior vice president, you in fact can get a 1% increase in your residual income by having $200,000 in billing, and you become an RVP Gold. What a great way to enhance your incomes. And so I want all of you to know this, that number one, this is a very, very special time in our company's history. Like something that I've never experienced in 26 years, folks. I've never seen the likes of what is happening with ACN on a global scale right now, and what is going to happen to ACN with ACN NextGen. Now, you happen to have about 6 weeks before everything kicks in for ACN NextGen for Asia Pacific. So my question to you is, what are you going to do for the next 6 weeks? Are you going to be positioned when ACN NextGen really kicks in Asia Pacific? Are you going to be positioned in momentum, or are you going to take the entire first quarter trying to generate momentum when the people that have really put the pedal to the metal for the next 6 weeks have planned and positioned themselves to get a jump start off of everybody else by being in a perfectly aligned position with ACN NextGen come February 1. The reason why we wanted to do this webinar right now, can all of you hear me okay still? Okay. The reason why we wanted to do this webinar or this Zoom broadcast is simply because we did not want any of you to miss this moment. Every single one of you that are on this broadcast today, you have paid a price. Like how many of you on this broadcast right now can consider yourselves that you somewhat of a ACN right now? Do you feel that way? I do. But now it's time to capitalize on what you've learned. There are people that don't know about ACN yet that would love to start where every single one of you are starting right now. It doesn't matter what your position is. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past. It doesn't matter what you've done up to this point. The only thing that matters is what you're going to do right now. And what game plan are you going to establish for yourselves and your families to do something? This is such a very special moment in time. And I know I'm talking to all the leaders right now. And I'm telling you, hopefully you can see my eyes right now, and just so you can get a sense of how serious I am. Some of you have never experienced real ACN yet. It's like, I'm telling you, there's a whole of ACN that many of you on this line here today experienced. That with ACN NextGen put you in a position to experience it. And now it's going to be up to you as to whether or not you are going to take advantage of it, or are you going to let it slip through your fingers? See, this is the greatest that ACN has ever been, but it's not the greatest that ACN will ever be. The greatest that ACN will ever be is about to be seen. It's about to be experienced, but that are going to get serious with lives that are listening to this broadcast. If you let this moment fly, I'm telling you, you are going to regret it for the your lives. Listen to me close. I'm going to get real close to you right now. You will regret it for the rest of your lives. Because I know what is about to happen. I know what is about to happen in the Asia Pacific marketplace with ACN. And I'm here to tell you today, I want you to listen here to tell you today, it's time to learn more. It's more, and then it's, that's what great leaders do. They continue to dream, they continue to learn, they continue to become more, so they can ultimately do more for everybody else around, and that they can be a presence in the marketplace that can just be incredible. Opportunity right now to position yourselves ahead of the greatest growth that ACN has ever experienced in the Asia Pacific markets. And if you've ever not been totally sold out to the ACN, now's the time to do it. Now's the to be totally non-negotiable with what you're doing. Your mission for, aren't you sick and tired of dealing with the stuff you're dealing with? Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about what people say. You know what my experience has been? They laugh when you get started, but they'll take pictures up when you win. That way it's going to be for you. Everybody's going to line up pictures of you. You're going to be their hero. But that will depend upon what you do. I'm here to tell you something on today's call. Listen, folks. This time of no reserves, no retreats, no regrets. No reserves, no retreats, no regrets. That means no reserves. You can't leave anything on the table. Right now into the ACN opportunity. No holding back. No reserves. Everything you've got is going to go in. Now you're all in. You're at the poker table, and now you're all in. That's what no reserves mean. No routines. You're making a decision right now that no matter what price you have, you're never going to turn back. No matter what price you have to, no matter what cost is, you're going to plow through, you're going to break through walls, and you're going to do something great with your life. No retreats. I've said this for many, many years, folks, and I believe this with everything that's in me, There is great value. Listen close. There is great value in having no options. See, for us, no options. And I can tell you, when you have no options, it's almost easier than if you do have options. Because when you don't have options, you have nothing to go back to. See, some of you have options. If ACN doesn't work out, you know what? I can always go back to doing what I'm doing. I'm telling you, if you really have options, you will always exercise those when the going gets tough. None of what is going to be easy. There's a price to be paid. Everybody doesn't make it. But man, if you're willing to pay the necessary price, if you're willing to break through walls, if you're willing to do the thing most people are not willing to do, you could be amongst the few that will do something great because you've made a decision that there's no retreats. And the last thing is you can look back and tell yourselves, have no regrets. No regret because you finally laid it in line. Some of you have been too safe. And can I tell you this? For all the leaders right now that are on the phone, that we're on the line with now, some of you have not been playing to win for a long, long time. You've been playing not to lose. And there's a total different